Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. Roof, Iowa. The New York Life offices of Josh Cowart. Weichert Realtors, the 515 agency. Jay's Cookies. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law. The Zoom Room. And 72 Degrees, your comfort company.
Want to test drive US Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. US Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if US Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive US Cellular free for 30 days.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. Roof, Iowa. Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel. Extreme Services. West 40 Market. Reed Plumbing. Wholesome Pet Essentials. Nolte & Sons Lawn and Irrigation. Eat the Frog Fitness, and Made in the Shade, Blinds and more.
Today, we seize the day, because at US Cellular, you can get an epic Samsung Galaxy S24 with Galaxy AI. Each and every one of you deserves one.
Even me?
Look under your chair. That's right.
New and current customers can get the Samsung Galaxy S24 on us with no trade-in. US Cellular.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. U.S. Cellular, Jirash Performance, Ted Sandine Photography, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Alter Metal Recycling, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Keystone Home Inspections, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
Good evening and welcome to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Regional Finals on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. I'm Andy Pollack here tonight on the call, Sioux City East. The visitors on the scoreboard tonight against Ankeny Centennial. The Jaguars trying to make the state tournament again under head coach Scott DeYoung. Tonight's Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Regional Finals on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by our special postseason sponsors, Roof Iowa, Anne-Marie Gerke with Farm Bureau Financial Services, Wheeze Tees, Restoration One, All-Star Concrete, Ankeny Centennial Basketball Club, the Iowa Youth Rugby Association, Alter Metal Recycling, Fiscus Jewelers, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, and Sports Page Ankeny. We want to be sure and thank those sponsors, as we will several times throughout the course of the evening, for making this possible here in the postseason. Tonight, Sioux City East comes in ranked number 10 in the latest Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union poll. They are 18-5 coming out of the northwest part of the state. Ankeny Centennial, the home team, ranked 5th. They are 13-8 on the season, so we will look forward to having this one. These teams are looking to punch their ticket to next week's girls state basketball tournament. It is almost time for our starting lineups tonight. We've got a great crowd on hand. Sioux City fans traveled in droves down here to Ankeny. They are ready to go, and certainly a great support from Centennial fans like we've always had. Time to head down to our Signorama starting lineup. Signorama Ankeny is your full-service sign and graphics company. They design, produce, and install all types of interior and exterior signs and graphics, including vehicle wraps. Visit Signorama-Ankeny.com to find out how to make your business stand out in a crowd. Time to head down to our public address announcer, Cade Tomlinson.
The Jungle, home of Jaguar basketball. Our visitors for tonight's Class 5A Region 5 final are the Sioux City East Black Raiders and your Centennial Jaguars. Before we get into starting lineups, let's meet tonight's officials: Chris Lynch, Scott Cook, and Travis Carroll. Now it's time to meet the starting lineups. At forward for the Black Raiders, a 5'10" senior, number 12, Alex Flattery. At guard for the Jaguars, a 5'6" junior, number 1, Ava Martin. At forward for the Black Raiders, a 5'11" senior, number 14, Ellie Harris. At guard for the Jaguars, a 5'10" junior, number 4, Jaden Brett. At guard for the Black Raiders, a 5'9" sophomore, number 22, Hudson Bradshaw. At guard for the Jaguars, a 5'8" junior, number 5, Maya Rutherford. At guard for the Black Raiders, a 5'9" sophomore, number 30, Trinchell Miller. At guard for the Jaguars, a 5'11" junior, number 14, Finley Blackmore. And at guard for the Black Raiders, a 5'9" sophomore, number 32, Ethan Renshaw. And at guard for the Jaguars, a 5'5" junior, number 23, Tilly Smith. Now to honor America and those who have served along with
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. Roof, Iowa. The New York Life offices of Josh Cowart. Weichert Realtors, the 515 agency. Jay's Cookies. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law. The Zoom Room. And 72 Degrees, your comfort company.
And there was our national anthem here tonight as we get set to go here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Like you said, a trip to the state tournament on the line. We've got a veteran crew of officials here tonight as well. As we get ready to go out there for the visiting team, the Sioux City East Black Raiders. Starting tonight, Alexandra Flattery, Eliana Harris. Also on the floor is Hudson Ranchow, Trishelle Miller, and Haven Ranchow. Out there for Centennial to start, Maya Crawford, Finley Blackmore, Ava Martin, Jaden Pratt, and Tilly Smith. Out there to start. Our first quarter tonight is brought to you by Roof, Iowa. As we get set to go, here's tip-off. And it is controlled by Centennial. Crawford with it right away to the Jaguars. Looks like Miller will draw her assignment tonight. Crawford, the leading scorer for the Jaguars. Ava Martin drives in. Sioux City East comes in at 18-5, and they put a lot of points on the board. If you look at their scores throughout the course of the year, a lot of scores in the 70s and 80s, coached by Coach Brian Drent. His daughter Tori will play quite a bit tonight. Tilly Smith couldn't get it to fall. Shot clock did not restart. Crawford takes a look and lays it up off the glass. She can't hit it. And the rebound cleared by Alexandra Flattery for East. East quickly gets up court with it right away. Ranchow, that's Haven Ranchow, drives into the lane, goes up with the left hand, can't get it to fall. Flattery gets the rebound. She can't get it to fall. And the Jaguars back on the attack. This is Maya Crawford with the basketball right now. She goes all the way in, up off the glass, and good for Crawford. Her first 2 points of the night. And Trishelle Miller with a great move, but can't finish. And the Jaguars come away with the rebound. Crawford again drives down. She's going to leave it for Blackmore. Everything on this offense runs through Maya Crawford. We're a minute and a half into this. Jaguars up by 2. Ball tipped away from Pratt by Harris. Again, Sioux City East looking to run. Miller can't get it to fall, but Tilly Smith going to get whistled for her first foul on the evening. Both these teams up and down a bunch in the early going. Trishelle Miller steps to the free throw line right away. There are some sparkling stat numbers on this Sioux City East roster. Trishelle Miller, one of them, averages over 14 points a game, and she misses a pair there. Crawford, who has the only 2 points of the game so far, gives it up to Smith. And Jaden Pratt from 18 feet out. Can't hit. Long rebound cleared by Haven Ranchow. Sioux City East back with Hudson Ranchow. Jaguars stolen away. Ava Martin tries to keep it in bounds, and Ava Martin, who has played the last few games with a big wrap on her forehead, does not have it on tonight. She got stitches just above her eye about 2 weeks ago, and now they're going to discuss if the shot clock should be reset. I'm not sure if she had possession or not. We'll find out here what our veteran crew of officials goes with tonight. And they're going to say it did reset. So 34 seconds on the shot clock. Actually, they're going to reset it back to 35. Give the extra second to the Black Raiders. We'll also try to keep you updated on all the other games going on in Class 5A tonight to send the 8 girls teams to next week's state tournament. And there's going to be a foul whistle on Pratt away from the basketball. Gets a little look from Alexandra Flattery after Flattery will head. No, she will not head to the free throw line. That was away from the hoop. Jaguars look to be playing some man-to-man defense here underneath the basket. Miller now hands off to Ranshaw. Back up top to Miller. Miller in and loses her dribble, tipped away, and actually end up helping her out. Miller all the way in, up with a layup. Can't get it to fall. Tilly Smith with a block. Jags looking to run. Crawford runs by everybody. They give it back to Blackmore. And the Jaguars back in their half-court offense. Martin. She goes all the way in, up off the glass, and good. Miller again. Ranshaw, long three. No good. Missed everything. And the Jags with another rebound heading back the other way. Hudson Ranshaw averages almost 17 points per game for the Black Raiders. Has not scored yet. She shoots over 42% from the three-point line, so misses like that aren't going to happen very often. 4:51 to go first quarter. Jags up 4-0 as they lob it into Pratt. Crawford draws a lot of attention, and then everybody backs off her, and Crawford scores her third and fourth points of the night, has the Jaguars off to a 6-0 lead. Fast start for the Jags. Backing her way in, that's Flattery. She can't hit it. Sioux City East has been cold early on. Crawford going to run the play. Martin looks for the cutter. They're going to post Crawford up. This is where she's been really good. Moves to their left. Gets it to fall. Maya Crawford with 6 of the game's 8 points. Rochelle Miller drives down, leaves it a long three-pointer on the way from Lanesia Wooten. She can't get it to fall, and then on the rebound there's a foul whistled on Flattery. So fast start for the Jaguars, gets faster. Jaguars trying to get out to an even faster start here now in the first quarter. Halfway through, they lead 8-0. Can't imagine a much better start for Coach Scott DeYoung, trying to get to this in his 40th season in many, many state tournaments. As Crawford goes in, gets that one blocked, and the ball goes through the legs of Lanesia Wooten, and it will stay with the Jaguars. The shot clock did not restart, so there'll be 15 seconds on the shot clock. As they get into Pratt. Pratt hasn't scored yet. They haven't needed her to. Crawford. Now they've got Pratt isolated as she spins in. Loses the dribble, and they do call her for double dribble. Got it caught up on her knee. I think she meant to pick it up, and she ended up dropping it, so it gets whistled for that double dribble. And the ball gets turned back over to the Black Raiders, who have yet to score in this first quarter. Miller trying to isolate her on Tilly Smith, who's done a good job so far. This is Ranshaw. Haven Ranshaw. Haven and Hudson Ranshaw, sophomore guards. That ball gets out of there, and Tilly Smith and Flattery battle over it. The possession arrow will stick with Sioux City East. Kylan Smith now checking into the game, our first Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution tonight. She'll give Jaden Pratt a rest. Try to keep Pratt in the game and not get her into foul trouble there. Smith Incredible athlete for the Jaguars, one of the best 400 hurdlers in the state. Speaking of incredible athletes, Maya Crawford all the way down, goes up with a shot and can't get it to fall. Crawford tried to get a lot of body there and didn't get nearly as much as she expected, didn't get the foul called. Flattery goes in, she lays it up and in. And Sioux City East will take a timeout. Flattery gets the first 2 points for Sioux City East, the Black Raiders. Tonight's Iowa Girls High School Athletic Association Regional Semifinal on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by our very special postseason sponsors, Roof Iowa, Anne-Marie Gerke with Farm Bureau Financial Services, Wee's Tees, Restoration One, All-Star Concrete, the Ankeny Centennial Basketball Club, of which there's a bunch of little girls here tonight for them, the Iowa Youth Rugby Association, Alter Metal Recycling, Fiscus Jewelers, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, and Sports Page Ankeny, some of our great sponsors that allow all our streams to take place here on Centennial Digital and on the, of course, the Central Iowa Sports Network, great partners of ours. There's a lot of Jags fans in the house tonight. Coach Scott DeYoung yells out the play. Looks like Sioux City is going to call a little trap. And they back off Ava Martin and get it back to Crawford. There they get in the middle to Pratt. Down low, Smith. Crawford thought about the three. Down in the corner, there's a three-point shooter. Tilly Smith, good. Backdoor cut. Ranshaw up with a shot. She gets it to fall. Sioux City East in transition there. Quickly back the other way. Smith to Smith. They're not related. Crawford. She goes one-on-one all the way. An easy layup for Maya Crawford. What a start for her. Future Drake Bulldog. Father Eric, one of the coaches for the number 6th ranked Iowa State men's basketball team. See him in the crowd here tonight, as we always do, supporting his oldest. And Miller going to go up with a shot, and Smith, I believe that was on her. That's going to be her second. And that will send Trishelle Miller to the free throw line. Got a whiteout in the Centennial student section tonight. They're loud and waving their hands as Miller gets her first bucket of the night. Well, Sioux City East averages a lot of points each game, well into the 70s. And they have run into Scott DeYoung's defense here in the first quarter tonight, as Miller knocks a couple in. Black Raiders going to bring in Mackenzie Demke, 5'6" junior guard. Crawford looks things over, and she'll get ready to set up the offense for the Jags that has been clicking here the last couple possessions. Lizzie Beam has checked into the game as well. Smith has that one blocked a little bit down low. Running is Flattery. She leaves it for Ranshaw. Three-point shot. Misses everything. Goes out of bounds again. Hudson Ranshaw, who, again, shoots over 42% from the three-point line, has airballed 2 early on tonight. Might have been a little far out that time. Minute 29 to go in the first quarter. Jags by 7. Pratt nearly had it taken away. Comes off the screen from Smith, kicks it out to Beam. Freshman playing for Centennial. No seniors on this Ankeny Centennial squad. Pratt backs her way in. She goes up off the glass. A lot of contact, nothing called. Battle for the rebound, and Black Raiders come away with it. That's Flattery. There's a three-point shot. That was Eliana Harris. As the Black Raiders back to within 4. Jags have now gone a little bit cold. They lob it down low to Pratt. Pratt muscles her way in, up with a shot, and she is fouled by Ellie Harris. That'll be Harris's first. Just a second team foul on Sioux City East, and that's with 35 seconds to go in this first quarter. So they won't have to worry about sending the Jaguars into the bonus at all. Jaden Pratt will have an opportunity to shoot a couple here at the free throw line. One of the best athletes to come through Ankeny Centennial. Jaden Pratt, all-state volleyball player, future Division I basketball player, state long jumper. Led the state most of last year in long jumping, just a junior for Coach Scott DeYoung and Coach Tyler Asby, Coach Jessica Reinhardt here at Centennial. Great athlete. She hits a couple. Miller back on the attack for the Black Raiders. Ranshaw, who's been held pretty quiet tonight. That ball nearly taken away by Crawford. And then there's going to be a foul whistled on Beam. That's not going to hurt anything, really. That'll just force Sioux City East to restart things in their own backcourt. Might have actually ended up being a good foul because Beam kind of got caught behind the play. It's like Lenasia Wooten and Alex Flattery checking back into the game for the Black Raiders. Martin going to offer just a little bit of resistance there on defense. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Flattery, hands off. They go down low to Flattery, and it's kicked out of there by Pratt. She thought she got it off of Flattery. The girls make eye contact and may have whispered something to each other there. Another quick substitution for the Black Raiders. Coach Brian Drent wants to get Ellie Harris back in the game for shooting purposes here at the end of the first quarter. 15-9, Jaguars in the lead as they get it into Harris. Set play here, Miller. She may not have time to shoot it, and she does not get it off. Doesn't matter, didn't hit it anyway. So the Jaguars with a fast start. They lead 15-9. We'll be back with the second quarter after this. This is Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire. Brought to you by these generous local businesses. Roof, Iowa. The New York Life offices of Josh Cowart. Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency. Jay's Cookies. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law. The Zoom Room. And 72 Degrees, your comfort company.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. U.S. Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive U.S. Cellular free for 30 days.
Back here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire, as the Jaguars sprinted out to a 15-9 lead over Sioux City East as we start the second quarter. They go down low, and that ball's taken away. Some help side defense coming from Flattery, and then Crawford with her third steal of the night. Crawford decides to go one-on-one, goes up with a shot and can't get it to fall. And Martin gets the rebound. She goes up with a shot. She can't get it to fall, but gets her own rebound once again. Then Pratt can't get it to fall. Crawford goes up in the air, and they're going to call Crawford for the foul. So that'll be the first foul on Crawford tonight. Tonight's second quarter is brought to you by Anne-Marie Gerke with Farm Bureau Financial Services. Due to recent changes occurring in the insurance industry, now is a great time to make sure your insurance is meeting your needs. Anne-Marie Gerke provides expert care when it comes to your home, auto, life, umbrella, commercial, farm, and health insurance. She's also a registered representative who works with Farm Bureau Financial Services Wealth Management Team. She helps make sure you are properly protected when unexpected life situations happen. Reach out to her today, Anne-Marie Gerke with Farm Bureau Financial. Thanks to Anne-Marie for always being a great supporter of ours. Make sure all these games get on. Very few free streams happen in the postseason, and we are one of them. We're happy to say we've got all the support coming from these great local businesses. That's a big foul right now as Maya Crawford picks up her second. Jaguars going to need someone else to pick up the scoring, and that ball tipped off of Pratt, then off of Beam, out of bounds. It will stick with the Black Raiders. They lead, the Jaguars lead 15-9. Haven Ranshaw looking to send things in. Now it's Hudson Ranshaw with the basketball. Jaguars with two different players, Tilly Smith and Crawford, each with 2 fouls tonight. Good defense there by the freshman Beam as Harris backs in. Harris going to throw it right to Jaden Pratt with a steal. Jags have got a lot of turnovers here tonight. They look to run. Beam now. Tilly Smith going to run the offense. It's tipped out of there by Flattery. Fortunately, I think that ball was going out of bounds anyway. But fortunately for the Jaguars, Flattery tipped it right into the Black Raider bench. See what the Jaguars do here on offense without having Maya Crawford in the game. If they can keep the lead, I don't think they'll be in any rush to get her back in, except there, the turnover as they go to Pratt. And almost turned the ball back over again. Miller goes all the way in, might have traveled with a basketball, nothing called, and then no, there's a travel before as Alexander Flattery got the rebound and then took a jump off to the side, and I think they missed the one before that anyway. Now they're going to get a little offense in the game with Crawford with 6:19 to go in the first quarter. They're going to get Ava Martin a spot on the bench. Crawford has been able to play very cleanly most of the year after some early issues with fouls to start the year, and now timeout for the Jaguars. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Tonight's Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Regional Final game on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by our generous postseason sponsors, Roof Iowa, Anne Marie Gerke with Farm Bureau Financial, Wheeze Tees, Restoration One, All-Star Concrete, Ankeny Centennial Basketball Club, the Iowa Youth Rugby Association, Alter Metal Recycling, Fiscus Jewelers, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, and Sports Page Ankeny. So again, thank you to everybody for getting those on the air here tonight. I think we are also streaming up in Sioux City. I don't know all the details behind that, but I believe our signal has been picked up there as well. So always great to know a lot of people are tuning in. And we've got a bunch of people watching tonight. Great to see. I'm glad everybody's enjoying it so far. If you want to go to our Facebook page, let us know where you're watching from tonight. We always like to hear from around the world people are watching these streams from. Crawford back in the game for Centennial, running the offense. They go down low, isolate her. She goes with a reverse layup, and she's fouled. They whistled on Lenasia Wooten, just her first. And that is just the first team foul of this quarter. The big story in this quarter right now, the Jaguars have already been whistled for 4 team fouls. And that's big because when you get to the 5th, you shoot 2 free throws the rest of the quarter. And the Jaguars have not sent a whole lot of teams into that bonus this year with that new rule, and they're in danger of doing that for the rest of this quarter. Crawford goes 1 for 2, and the rebound taken out of there by Miller. And nearly a bank shot coming in there by Wooten. And the rebound out of there to Pratt. Pratt, future Illinois State Redbird, is committed to them to play basketball. Lots of options, basketball and volleyball. And if she wanted to, probably could be a long jumper as well. They're going to isolate Pratt. Kicks it off to Smith. She misses that three-pointer bad. And Flattery takes the rebound out of there for the Black Raiders. Flattery goes all the way in on Pratt. Up with a shot, no good. Crawford takes a lot of contact as she tips the rebound to Pratt. The longer the Jaguars can go right now holding Sioux City East without scoring, they don't have to worry nearly as much about scoring, and they might be able to get Crawford out of the game again. Pratt drives in, kicks it out to Smith for 3! In and out! Wow, that ball spun around inside the hoop a bunch. Somehow came out. Tilly Smith, one of the best three-point shooters on this team, one of the better ones in the state. She's 1 for 3 on the night so far. Flattery goes in. She's going to kick it out down here on the side to Ranshaw, and then they go back up top to Miller. Points have been hard to come by for Sioux City East tonight. Miller drives in. Crawford helps out. Miller gets that blocked. Partially blocked by Lizzie Beam. And still gets it to go in. Down to a 5-point lead. Pratt drives in. She gets a lot of contact. Goes up with the left hand. Can't get it to fall. Flattery with a rebound once again. She's going to go all the way in on Pratt. Pratt fouls her, and Flattery going to have the opportunity to convert a 3-point play. Flattery realized right away there was no help defense coming. She was one-on-one with Pratt. Went in on her and got the layup and the foul. So she's got an opportunity to cut this to a 2-point game. And she does. Another Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution is Kylan Smith checks back in the game for the Jaguars. The Jaguars are out there with Blackmore, Crawford, who's got the ball right now. She goes all the way in, up with a shot and good. Maya Crawford into double digits tonight with 11 here, halfway through the second quarter. Ranshaw picks up her dribble, got in a tough spot. There's a handoff to Demke. And back up top to Miller. Miller going in on Beam. Little stutter, spins right into Kylan Smith, who gets the block. Jaguars looking to run once again. Crawford looking ahead, stutter move all the way into the lane. She's wide open there for the layup. That's happened a couple times tonight that Maya Crawford has dribbled into the lane and suddenly realized that no one was defending her anymore. She's got 13 points in the first half. Miller goes in on Smith and stolen away by Crawford, who gives it up to Martin. Jags looking to run. Ahead they go. And Blackmore does the wise thing and pulls it out. Martin wanted it to shoot the three. They swing it over to Beam. Down low, Smith. She'll go up and hits the layup. Great ball movement by the Jaguars. Kylan Smith lays it in, and the Jaguars are back up 8. Ranshaw throws over to Ranshaw. Sioux City East has gone a little chilly again, and now Coach Drent wants a timeout. He sensed it as well that things were getting a little bit stale as well. Decides that they need to talk a little bit about things on the bench here. That's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Join us at halftime for the Josh Coward Offices of New York Life halftime show, specializing in retirement and insurance planning, along with how to best fund your child or grandchild's education. The New York Life Des Moines agency, located in Ankeny's beautiful district at Prairie Trail. So thanks to Josh again, a guy that's been with us from the very beginning, helping out to get all our streams on the air. Also thank US Cellular. Due to them tonight, they're the real reason that we get everything on. It's their power and internet and cameras. They get us rolling here. US Cellular by Cellular Advantage, just north of Northview Middle School. Chuck and the gang always doing such a great job and always ask, what more can we do? What more can we do? They love this. We love them. Thank you very much. US Cellular by Cellular Advantage. So probably a set play coming out of the timeout here for Coach Drent's squad. The Black Raiders are going to go in Flattery. Takes it back out. Renshaw gives it up to Demke as they weave around looking for a pass. They give it up to Renshaw, and she can't get it to fall. And that was right as the shot clock expired. Jaguar bench loves the defense they got. Crawford one-on-one as she goes all the way and loses the basketball. Might have been tipped out of there by Haven Renshaw. Flattery goes back. Jaguars got back on D. Flattery, crossover move, and Crawford nearly took it away. Down in the corner to Demke, three-point shot, no good. Rebound to Lizzie Beam. Coach DeYoung says we can take our time right now. He loves the 8-point lead. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Down low they go, Crawford. Crawford backing her way in. Ball gets blocked momentarily, and on the rebound, I think they're going to get Ava Martin for the foul. does not appear that banged up a little bit. Actually, looks like Flattery landed on her hip. Not sure it was nothing twisting, I don't think. We're going to get the Centennial athletic trainer out there. Alyssa Rogge comes out. They're going to take a peek at Flattery. We'll take a quick break right now as Flattery looks like she's all right. They're talking to her, but still laying down on the floor. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this. This is Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So we've got Flattery up, walked off under her own power. She's standing in the huddle right now. It looks like the Centennial trainer is left as well, and they're going to – looks like she'll probably be ready to go back in the game soon. She's up talking to everybody. It looked like she's kind of landed on her hip or back, something like that might have hurt again. Went straight down to the ground. Not sure exactly what they're going to do for her right now. She's up moving around. Looks like pop in some ibuprofen and call it good. Back on the offensive attack for Sioux City East. The Black Raiders, 18-5 on the year. They've had an outstanding year. And they quickly go down low. Wooten lays it in. Trying to play spoiler tonight for Centennial's attempt to get back to the state tournament. Martin for three. A little bit strong. Good box out. It's all Black Raiders around the basket. Miller goes all the way in on Beam, throws it up off the glass, was blocked partially, and Blackmore comes down with a rebound. Under a minute to play, first half. Maya Crawford looks over things. Now Martin goes all the way in. She decides to take it out. They give it up to Beam. Crawford again with a basketball. There's about a 25-second differential in the shot and game clock right now. Is Crawford going to isolate things? Beam cuts through. Crawford, the pull-up, don't see that very often. She can't get it to fall, but Kylan Smith gets the rebound. Hands off to Martin. Beam, that's big. Jaguars can hold for one now and go into the halftime break with the lead. Crawford just going to set things up. Now with 10 seconds to go in the half, Crawford. She drives in, throws it down to the corner. Martin, three-point shot at the horn. Good! At the horn, Ava Martin, a huge three-pointer as she was fading away. And the Jaguars will take a 25-16 lead into the halftime break. We'll be back with our Josh Coward Offices of New York Life halftime show here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire right after this.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. Roof, Iowa. The New York Life offices of Josh Cowart. Weichert Realtors, the 515 agency. Jay's Cookies. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law. The Zoom Room. And 72 Degrees, your comfort company.
Want to test drive US Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. US Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if US Cellular lets me stream in my... Rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive US Cellular free for 30 days.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. Roof, Iowa. Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel. Extreme Services. West 40 Market. Reed Plumbing. Wholesome Pet Essentials. Nolte & Sons Lawn and Irrigation. Eat the Frog Fitness, and Made in the Shade, Blinds and more.
Today, we seize the day, because at US Cellular, you can get an epic Samsung Galaxy S24 with Galaxy AI. Each and every one of you deserves one.
Even me?
Look under your chair. That's right.
New and current customers can get the Samsung Galaxy S24 on us with no trade-in. US Cellular.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. US Cellular, Jarash Performance, Ted Sandine Photography, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Alter Metal Recycling, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Keystone Home Inspections, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
Welcome back to our Josh Cowart Offices of New York Life halftime show here on Centennial Digital. Tonight's Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Regional Final on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by our special postseason sponsors, Roof, Iowa, Anne-Marie Gerke with Farm Bureau Financial, Weeze Tees, Restoration One, All-Star Concrete, Ankeny Centennial Basketball Club, the Iowa Youth Rugby Association, Alter Metal Recycling, Fiscus Jewelers, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, and Sports Page Ankeny. Special shout out to a lot of fans that are watching there tonight at Sports Page just down the street, enjoying some of their delicious food. Jaguars leading Sioux City East, the Black Raiders 25-16 here at the break. The winner is on to next week's state tournament. Some other scores in Class 5A right now. Ankeny and Valley are tied at 16. Johnston is ahead by a lot on Sioux City West. It's 61-28 at halftime. Davenport North leads Cedar Rapids, Washington 17-6. Valley and Ankeny here going on here on the south side of town. Valley and Ankeny tied at 16 at halftime. Get this score. Cedar Falls leads Prairie at the half, 13-8. Dowling over Roosevelt, 45-11 at the half. Waukee leads Iowa City West, 38-25 at the break. And in what could be considered a little bit of an upset right now, based on the score anyway, number 12, Waukee Northwest, leading number 6, Pleasant Valley out there at Pleasant Valley, 22-20. The leading scorer in tonight's game comes from the Centennial side here in the first half. Maya Crawford with 13 points. Ava Martin with 5 as she, Martin hit that three-pointer right at the end of the buzzer. Tilly Smith with 3, Jaden Pratt with 2, Kylan Smith with 2. On the Black Raiders side of things, they are led by Alexandra Flattery with 5. Trishelle Miller has 4. Ellie Harris has 3. And then 2 points from Hudson Ranshaw and 2 points from Lenasia Wooten. And that's how things go. It's about time to go with the second half. And we'll be back with all that action right after this. This is Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. Roof, Iowa. The New York Life offices of Josh Cowart. Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency. Jay's Cookies. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law. The Zoom Room. And 72 Degrees, your comfort company.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. U.S. Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive U.S. Cellular free for 30 days.
And we're back here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Second quarter action, or second half action, excuse me, as we get going here with the Black Raiders on the offensive end. Harris with the basketball, has it tipped away by Crawford. Tracked down by Flattery in the corner. She's trapped and chucks it away into the backcourt, and it's nearly taken away by Blackmore. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ranshaw drives in and throws it up and didn't go off anything or anybody, and it will go back to the Jaguars. 33 seconds into the break. Valley has taken a 2-point lead on Ankeny early on in the third quarter. Jaguars try to get down to Pratt. Tilly Smith wide open for three, and she misses everything. That hoop is playing tricks on people tonight. Renshaw back the other way for East. She lets loose a three, and it's blocked by Martin. Jags looking to run. Jaden Pratt, she may dunk this basketball. Gives it up to Crawford, and Crawford is fouled by Flattery. Pratt had that look in her eye, and if there's anybody in this state that could probably go up and grab that rim, it's her. One of the top long jumpers of the state of Iowa. And Crawford will go to the free throw line, trying to add to her 13-point total. And she gives the Jaguars a double-digit lead. So after the miss, the Black Raiders will head back down to the north end of the court where their student section is. Nice group of guys made the trip tonight down, not sure which route they would have taken. If they came over on 20, I didn't ask Coach Drent in my pregame chat with him. Renshaw drives in. Good help defense by the Jaguars. They get it off to Miller. Sioux City East has had to operate a long ways away from the basket a bunch tonight. Miller stuck in the lane, gets out of it. Flattery drives in, somehow shoots it up around Pratt and can't get it to fall. Blackmore cleaning the glass tonight. She's been so good. And the ball, actually, that's going to be a foul whistle on Tilly Smith. Smith's third. Beam checks back into the game. Tilly Smith has drawn the assignment tonight of defending Hudson Renshaw. And Renshaw came into the game averaging a lot. She's been held to 2 points so far. Miller goes all the way in, and she's going to lay it up and can't get it to fall. Martin gives it up to Crawford. Crawford 1-on-2. Crawford hesitates and goes up and might have been blocked a little bit, but her long arms keep it alive. Then the ball gets tipped off of Miller out of bounds, and they're going to come together and say that it went off of Miller. I think the trailing official saw it go off of Miller there late, and she walked away like she didn't touch it. So they're going to change it. They're going to change it to be Centennial basketball. That's the right call because Miller hit the ball. She acted like she did not and walked away, tried to trick him into it, but Hudson Renshaw came into tonight's game averaging just under 17 points a game. She had 2 in the first half. Blackmore for 3. Strong. Jaden Pratt just went up in the air a long ways. Couldn't quite haul down that rebound. You hear a collective "oh" from the crowd when she went up to get that. And then driving down here, and they're going to call a travel on Flattery. Flattery was expecting to get a lot of body from Pratt. She did not, and ended up on the ground. 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Jaguars holding on to their 10-point lead. They've led this game from the start. In fact, got out to an 8-0 lead. Pratt isolated over here if she wants to drive in. Now they're going to give it up to Pratt. Long toss over here to Beam. Jaguars kind of stagnant on offense. Now Crawford. She drives in, up with the left hand, hits the deck, can't get the shot to fall. Black Raiders looking to run. Flattery picked up by Martin, leaves it for the trailer Ranchow. Then the walking three-pointer there, no good, as a rebound tracked down by Flattery. It was Harris that couldn't hit the shot. Haven Renshaw gives up Miller. She's trailed by Beam and puts it up off the glass and in. Miller with her 6th point of the night. Beam. Jags had numbers there for a little bit, and Pratt walks with the basketball. Set up to try to fake it and took a couple shuffle steps. 4:20 to go, third quarter. Jaguars leading 26-18. Sioux City East came in scoring in the 70s per game, and the Jaguars have put the clamps down defensively. We'll see if that can last for the next 12 minutes and 15 seconds. Miller gives it up top here to Wooten. Again, they've had a tough time driving on the Jaguars. They give it up now to Renshaw. Again, that weave just not collecting a whole lot. Miller going to chuck the shot up, can't get it to fall. Crawford up to get the rebound. And that's a great defensive possession for the Jaguars. Beam, they go down low to Pratt. Pratt up with the left hand, and she gets it to fall. Pratt's been held well below her average as well tonight, but she's done a lot of other stuff out on the floor. Don't forget to stick around for our Weichert Realtors post-game show. We'll talk with Coach Scott DeYoung and hopefully a couple players. That's going to be a timeout for Coach Brian Drent and the Black Raiders. We'll take a timeout as well and be back right after this. This is Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire. Brought to you by these generous local businesses. Roof, Iowa. The New York Life offices of Josh Cowart. Weichert Realtors, the 515 agency. Jay's Cookies. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law. The Zoom Room. And 72 Degrees, your comfort company.
Timeout for Sioux City East. Coming out of the timeout, Jaguars will have out on the floor Jaden Pratt, Maya Crawford, Finley Blackmore, Tilly Smith, and Ava Martin. Black Raiders will come out with Trishelle Miller, Hudson and Haven Ranshaw, Alexandra Flattery, and Lenasia Wooten. They get it into Flattery right away. Give the ball off to just these sophomores, the Ranshaws. They average between the two of them over 30 points a game. Miller backs in, throws it all the way out to Wooten, left open for three. She can't get it to fall. And Crawford been able to, after that switch on defense, Crawford's been able to not get any more fouls and focus on running the offense. Crawford gives it off to Pratt. Pratt swings out. Blackmore left open for three. Good! Finley Blackmore with her first 3 points of the night. Now it's a tough situation. Good cut there by Wooten. She goes up high off the glass. Can't get it. Crawford comes away with a rebound. Jags looking to run. Leaving it for Beam. She'll shoot it from there. You go down low to Pratt. Pratt up off the glass and can't get it to fall. And she's hacked and hammered hard to the ground. Pratt might have got hit in the head. Little slow getting up. Holding her nose. Definitely got hit hard across the face. Nothing in high school basketball, nothing egregious. Just going for the block shot there was Wooten. Pratt takes a moment to gather herself. I've seen Jaden Pratt take some tough shots out on the basketball court and the volleyball court. Always comes back from them. 31-18. Jaguars have held Sioux City East to just 2 points in this third quarter. As Pratt hits the first. And gets the second to dribble in. 6 points on the night for the junior. Future Illinois State Redbird. Backdoor cut. Ranshaw puts it up and can't get it to fall. A great look, one of the best looks of the night that East has had. Jaguars giving it up to Martin, who had that huge shot to give the Jags momentum heading into the halftime break. Now Jags trying to post up Pratt again, draws some help side defense and goes strong off the glass. She's a little frustrated with herself right now. She's had a battle down low. Flattery drives in, leaves it out here for Miller. Ranshaw. Flattery help defense there, and Crawford slaps it away, and Pratt's down on the floor to get the rebound. Crawford was one step ahead of Flattery. Flattery drove into the lane. She's seen her use that spin move a few times, and Crawford was right there to tip it away. And that ends up being a turnover. The Jaguars will get the ball back. Again, don't forget to stick around for our Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency postgame show. That'll actually take place on our Facebook page, so be sure to hop over there after we go off the air here. Shortly after the game, we will have about a 3-minute break before we go live on Facebook. And that ball's taken away. Flattery, 1-on-4, takes all the way in on Crawford, up off the glass, and no good. And Lizzie Beam right there for the rebound. Martin. Sioux City East extending their defense quite a bit. Trying to maybe make some defense turn into offense. There they find Martin open in the corner for three. Ava Martin with 8 points on the night. Jaguars looking to play defense. It's tipped away. Crawford, it is 4-on-none. Maya Crawford will go down and lay it in. Jaguars have just all of a sudden blown this game up, and there's nearly another turnover as Lizzie Beam goes into the Sioux City East bench. And what was a 9-point game at halftime is now extended to 20 here in the third quarter. And it did it in a hurry. The defense has turned into offense for the Jaguars. Three-point shot there for Miller is good. Rochelle Miller up to 9 points. She leads all the Black Raiders. About a 4-second differential in the shot clock and game clock. Crawford. They're going to go down low to Pratt once again. Pratt kicks it out. There's Martin once again. 4-3. Can't get it to fall. And Sioux City East, they trail by 17. I don't know if they'll try to hold for one or try to get back in this game. As Miller drives in, kicks it out to nobody. Oh, they said the Jaguars tipped it. So Sioux City East will still have one opportunity here. So Miller looking to try to get it in. Flattery's got it now. They give it back to Miller. They got to get out on her. She's already shot some threes. Flattery goes all the way in, and she can't hit the layup. And throws it up at the horn and can't get that to fall either. So Flattery, a couple opportunities. Couldn't capitalize, and the Jaguars outscore Sioux City East 13-5 in that third quarter. They'll take a 17-point lead into the fourth, trying to punch their ticket to next week's state tournament. We'll be back right after this on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. Roof, Iowa. The New York Life offices of Josh Cowart. Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency. Jay's Cookies, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, The Zoom Room, and 72 Degrees, your comfort company.
Back here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire, and they're just got some scores announced here as we head to the fourth quarter. Ankeny and Valley are tied at 24 here on the south side of Ankeny tonight. And Waukee Northwest has extended their lead to 5 over Pleasant Valley, trying to take out 6th-ranked Pleasant Valley. So here, Sioux City East trying to get back into this one. Ranshaw hands it off to Ranshaw. And Crawford jumps in there to take the ball away. Tips it away, and actually tipped it right up there. Mom and Dad smiling up there, as they should. Crawford's got 16 points tonight. Flattery going in, and she travels with a basketball. She was expecting contact and just never got it. She leaned in hard, and everybody just kind of backed away from her, and she falls down, gets whistled for the travel. Heady basketball there for Maya Crawford, cutting off the screen way up top. Found an opening down low, and then backdoor cut. Pratt might have kicked the basketball. They said she got it with her knee, though, is what the official pointed to right away. Doesn't call it a kick, and the Jaguars trying to add to a 19-point lead. Again, make sure to tune into our Facebook page after as we'll go live to watch the Jaguars, well, hopefully celebrate. They've got to hold on for 7 minutes. We'll be live anyway with a Weichert Realtors 515 Agency postgame show with analysis from Coach Scott DeYoung, interviews to try to get on for the hokey pokey if they win, and Crawford now with 20 points on the night. And the Jaguars have just absolutely clamped down on this high-flying Sioux City East offense. Came in looking at over 70 points a game, and they have 21 with 6.5 minutes left. Ranshaw, both the Ranshaws have had a tough go of it tonight, the sophomores. Twin sisters out there. Flattery, the senior on this team. And that shot way off. A little frustration starting to settle in for the Black Raiders. Crawford looks over for instruction from Coach Scott DeYoung. Down low they go, and Pratt goes up with a shot and a little bit low off the glass. And she's been a little flustered tonight, but hasn't let it affect other areas of her game. Just hasn't been able to score like she usually has. Flattery looking things over right now. Thought about the three. She's cut off there, nearly tied up. Down low they go, and Crawford fouls Harris from behind. Crawford got her second foul about halfway through the first quarter, and now just got her third with 5:45 to go in the ball game. Just the second foul of the quarter on Centennial here with 5:45 to go in the game. Harris leaves that free throw short. And that free throw is no good as well. Crawford goes up high to get the rebound. Give it off to Tilly Smith. Down low, there's Pratt open, up with a shot and good for Jaden. Pratt up to 8 points tonight. Jaguars by 23. Miller backs her way in, kicks it out to Ranshaw. Now Demke, who's back in the game. And they throw the ball away. The defensive intensity from the Jaguars just continues, and we've said it over and over again throughout the years, is you do not want to be the leading scorer on another team when Coach Scott DeYoung is defending you or having his ladies defend you. They buy in completely to this defensive system, and it is showing tonight. Scott DeYoung's won a lot of basketball games, and it's been with defense. Martin goes up with a shot. She gets it to fall. Ava Martin. She's into double digits tonight for the Jaguars. And backdoor cut. Demke can't get it to fall. Things are just moving a little quick right now for Sioux City East. Martin throws it down low to Pratt. Pratt is fouled from behind and have a chance to shoot a couple. Jaden Pratt may need an ice bath at the end of tonight with how physical this basketball game has been, but in front of a bunch of future Jag basketball players, she has shown how the game should be played tonight. What a team defensive game for the Jaguars, who now lead by 26 points. This game was 25-16 at halftime. Sioux City East has only scored 5 points in the second half. Points have been hard to come by. Incredible defensive effort by the Jaguars here. Maybe one of the most memorable for Coach Scott DeYoung, and certainly in this era of the shot clock, it's so hard to do in a game of this magnitude. Miller throws that one up, nothing called. And Pratt up high to get the rebound once again. So 12 minutes into the second half, and the Jaguars have held Sioux City East to 5 points. And Pratt traveled once again. Coach DeYoung tells you, just go, just go. You can hear that echo through the basketball court. Menser checks in for the first time tonight for Sioux City East. Menser, senior, one of 3 seniors on this team, Flattery, Harris, and her. Flattery goes up, and she gets it to fall. Flattery's now got 7, and a foul going to be whistled on Miller. Still playing hard, even though they trail by 25 with 3:51 to go. Blackmore looking to get it down to Pratt, who's posted up. Pratt down in the corner. There's Tilly Smith for 3. In and out again. Pratt hangs in the air and puts it in. The old game of 21. Jaden Pratt just reset Sioux City East to 0 with that one. Tipped it up and in. Jags by 27. Again, down in the corner. Ranshaw backs her way in, gives it off to the other Ranshaw. Martin has played just such great defense all night long. One of the 3, 4, 5 juniors on the floor right now for Centennial. Nice play there by Flattery. Flattery up to 9, senior 5'10" forward. And then she shoves Jaden Pratt. Demke checks back in as Crawford lobs it in to Pratt. Crawford isolated, goes in, and no call at this stage of the game. Might have drawn a little more frustration a little bit earlier in this game, but right now with it being a 25-point ball game and 2.5 minutes to go, Crawford walks away. And then Sioux City East throws it away once more. Jags have the Black Raiders doubled up as Wooten looks to check back in the game again. We will go live on Facebook within about 2 to 3 minutes right after the game. Go to our Facebook page, Centennial Digital, and enjoy the celebration from the Jaguars here as they are well on their way to punching their ticket to next week's Girls State Tournament. Crawford drives in, look away, and she's fouled. Again, Maya Crawford down to the bench. Helps up, down almost into the whole Centennial student section. So as soon as this is over, we're going to cut this feed and we'll go to Facebook after that. So we won't even have any commercials after this. We'll cut the feed and you'll hear all our post-game on our Centennial Digital Facebook page. Be sure to join us there. Centennial Digital. It'll be the Weichert Realtors 515 post-game show as Crawford hits another one. 22 points on the night for the future Drake Bulldog as she checks out to a big round of applause. She's excited. Another opportunity for Maya Crawford to go to the state basketball tournament. The student section for Centennial somewhat in jest. Chance, thank you, seniors. There are no seniors on this Centennial basketball team, so a lot of laughs out there as a lot of senior boys in the front row leading that one. Miller, under 2 minutes to play. They give it up to Flattery. Flattery kicks it out here to Demke for three, in and out. Pratt, another rebound for Jaden Pratt. Kylan Smith was open, wanted the ball down low. Jags milking this clock right now, 20 seconds to go. And ball's taken away by Flattery almost. And then Pratt jumps on top of the ball on the floor. That's going to get a host of substitutions coming in right now. Maisie Smith checks into the game, as well as Miley Hatfield. For the Jaguars is Tilly Smith, Jaden Pratt, Ava Martin all check out. Also in the game, Rylan Boating. So Jaguars are very excited to head on to the state basketball tournament next weekend. Again, we'll go straight to Facebook as soon as this is done. We'll be there within a minute. Join us there for our Weichert Realtors 515 Real Estate post-game show. Down low, Kylan Smith is open. She puts it up and can't get it to fall. Now East looking to run. Tori Drent, Coach Drent's daughter, out there playing right now. That's got to be fun, coaching your own kid. Up top they go Demke for three, and she can't get it to fall. Tracking down the rebound. Now Miller drives in. Kylan Smith cuts her off. Demke for three again, can't get it to fall. And on the rebound, Kylan Smith and Miller run into each other, and Miller hits the deck. Smith whistled for the foul. And that's going to mean that, well, that is just a second. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. There's a couple more Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitutions. McLean Kelly checks in the game, another junior for the Jaguars, as well as Emma Hunger, 6'2", junior forward. Bunch of juniors on this Jaguar basketball team. Down low, Wooten tosses it up and can't get it to fall. Hunger goes up and gets the rebound. This will be Maisie Smith for the Jaguars. Gives it up to Boating. And to Kelly. Miley Hatfield in the game as well. Boating has it tipped away momentarily, and then she's fouled. And Boating will have a chance to go to the free throw line. A lot of the Jaguar boys basketball players in the student section leading things tonight. They will play Friday night, trying to continue their season. They'll be right here, so hope to see a big crowd out once again. (53-25). What a second half by the Jags. And the rebound comes out of there too. Let's see, battle on the floor, and that'll be Sioux City East basketball with 6 seconds left. Miller backs her way in, and that shot is going to count if it goes, and Jaguars storm the court to celebrate their ticket being punched for the girls' state basketball tournament. We're going to cut away. Find us on Facebook, Centennial Digital.